And bang! Greetings, Will Phil number one fans and viewers. Scott Keesegale here. And today I'm going to give you my recap and review of Mayans MC Season 5, Episode 7, entitled To Fear of Death, I Eat the Stars. It was written by Vivian Say and it was directed by Elgin James. And it was a crazy episode. Yes, definitely a crazy episode with 5 deaths in this episode and two major character deaths. One unexpected and one totally expected. Okay, let's begin with the recap, shall we? Here we go, and shout out to the viewer that's watching. Mayans MC Season 5, Episode 7 says goodbye to two major longtime players as we head into the final stretch of episodes. The body episodes in Episode 7 with Emily finally getting her hands bloody instead of counting on Easy to do a dirty work, and a Santo Padre associate is taken out after being labeled as the club's rat. Abela's son finally exacts his revenge at the most inopportune time. But it's the gut-wrenching deaths of two key Mayans MC major characters that make this episode 7 so heartbreaking. So there's lots of spoilers ahead, plenty of spoilers, and this might be a pretty long review. Okay, let's begin with the review and recap, shall we? Letty is sprawled out on the ground in the middle of nowhere late at night when two broken angels come to her rescue. Letty's brought back into their ranch, and Johnny Panic takes care of her, assuring her the man who did this can't reach her there. Johnny lays out the Broken Saints rules. Everyone chips in, no visitors, and they always speak the truth. If she sticks to the rules, she's good. If Letty breaks them, Broken Saints will break her. Morning arrives, and Maverick's crying wakes Angel. Adelita's nowhere to be found, and Angel reluctantly gets up to take care of Maverick. Angel discovers his precious son is sick, and while cleaning the crib, he finds bundles of cash under the mattress. Angel heads to the store for medicine before showing up at Felipe's for help. Maggie walks in on Bishop and in bed with Trini. She's devastated and breaks off their relationship, while Bishop pleads with her to understand that this means nothing. He earns a slap across the face when he apologizes, and Maggie places the blame on herself. She knew who he was going in. She knew who he was going into this. That was a kind of an odd scene. Adelita shows up at the farm and declares they're moving up their plan. It needs to launch today, even though they're not ready. Easy meets with Cole's boss, and because the Mayans have been exceeding their quote out California prisons are now theirs, Iron War and Storm 88 will take their orders from the Mayans. However, if Easy accepts this deal, he'll owe him half of the club's take. Easy counters with 30%, but this isn't open to negotiation. Easy's warned not to disappoint him. Gilly and Hank join Easy for the meeting, and both are against the deal. It's not worth the risk. Easy realizes that but needs time to consider their options. Emily tries to convince Miriam's mom, Charlotte, played by Kathleen Quinlan, the woman who called her a murderer in the grocery store and who attempted to kidnap Cristobal in the park, that Martin committed suicide. Charlotte's not buying it and knows he was murdered. She calls Emily a liar and believes it's her fault Miriam was brutally killed. Charlotte also claims they have proof that Easy murdered Miriam on Emily's orders, and she's ready to present her evidence to the district attorney. Emily can't let that happen, and savagely beats Charlotte to death, caving in her skull. And that was a very brutal scene right there. Emily went crazy, and then Miguel's man Emily's bodyguard, Lewis, instructs Emily on how to take care of Charlotte's body. They stage the scene to make it appear as if she slipped while taking a bath. Back at the clubhouse, Nesta summons up the courage to ask Jess if she'll go out with him once he gets patched in. She accepts, and they shake on it. They both admit it's a weird reaction, but Nesta's not done. He asks if she'll hang out as friends with him tonight, and again she says yes. Okay. Elsewhere, the Saints show Letty the ropes and have her help destroy appliances to get to the copper. Letty takes out her anger at Isaac with a hammer, really getting into the destruction. But then she makes the mistake of asking why Wonder Woman ended up there and is told by the Broken Saints vice president that it's bad, bad from to ask that. If someone wants to volunteer what happened, they will. Letty says she was taking care of one, and because she's messed up, she's gone. She accepts all the blame for screwing up. Just then, Easy, Hank Guerrero, and Bottles arrive, and Elio the cook is is ecstatic to be reunited with his friend. He and Bottles have a quick hug before Bottles helps unload the supplies from the van. Easy hands Johnny the Broken Saint's share of the cash, and Johnny notes that Easy looks sadder each time she sees him. He claims he's doing bad to do some good, and admits he's not sleeping. He's also sure that there's not enough good left to make up for everything he's done. Letty watches all this but doesn't make her presence known. Adelita seems to be dropping off cash as usual when she shoots when she shoots Serena, one of Soledad's enforcers, who's in charge of the counting room, in the head. She doesn't kill the woman actually doing the counting, but she does grab all the bags of cash. She makes her way through the restaurant, taking out the guard before getting shot by another. She fires back and continues to run out of the building, injured but still able to move. The bags are heavy, and her injury causes her to drop them, and some of the bills fall out. Still, she struggles and makes it to the back of a car. She shoots the driver and comes under the heavy gunfire as she speeds away from the scene. Meanwhile, Felipe prepares a special drink for Maverick to help with his fever. Nita has heard from Adelita, and Angel reveals that he found money that she hid in Maverick's crib. He asks his dad if Adelita left, and Felipe confesses that he didn't know. That Angel tries to convince himself she'll be there when he gets home, but he sounds incredibly worried. Adelita arrives at her destination. It turns out her plan was to turn the cash over to Minnie to Minnie. The children guarding the complex are heavily armed and don't help Adelita as she goes with the bags. She calls for Minnie. She calls out to Minnie and is shocked when a boy recognizes holds a gun to her back. He takes it inside to see Minnie, and Adelita's surprise continues when it's apparent that Minnie isn't happy to see her. Adelita explains that she gathered the poppy farmers was for Minnie, and Minnie is now in charge of them. Minnie asks if this is if it's true. That she was working for the cartel, and Adelita admits she was because she was forced to. However, she used the time with the LNG to get the farmers ready for Minnie. She's bought the money and she stole from the LNG to Minnie so she can help with the farmers. They need a leader. They need Adelita, says Adelita, meaning that Minnie should take over her spot as the leader. Le- Leader. Minnie Minnie finally gets up and approaches Adelita, and Adelita's leader caresses her face. You really are Adelita, says Adelita, and you are the devil, replies Minnie, taking Adelita by surprise and stabbing her multiple times in the stomach. Minnie continues to stab Adelita as long as it appears that she's dead. The next step in this episode comes immediately after Adelita's. It's late at night and Nesta and Jess are in the car, laughing. When he pulls over to look at the view, Jess continues her story as she looks at Nesta. He pulls out a gun and aims it at her head. She she has a brief moment to realize what's about to happen before he pulls the trigger. Nesta takes a deep breath and sighs, but he doesn't have a chance to do anything else before Hank shows up to get rid of Jess's body and asks and and Hank asks if he's good and Nesta says F that she's a rat. Emily Emily arrives home late at night as Miguel's collecting Cristobal's stuffed owl to bring to their room with Cristobal's with where Cristobal's sleeping. Emily's still shaken up over what happened, and when Miguel asks how she is, she grabs his face and kisses him. They have sex. They have sex standing up against the door. In bed, Miguel believes there's a chance they can be free of everything, including Potter. He conf- Miguel confesses he burned everything down to get back to the relationship they used to share as a couple. Over at the prison, Creeper is released from his solitary confinement. He immediately heads to the phone and scans the room as he waits in line. His chum comes and he calls Hank, who's on his way into a club meeting. Hank notices it's Creeper and answers as Easy watches what's going down. Before Creeper can say anything thing more, then Hank, listen to me. He's jumped by two prisoners and repeatedly stabbed in the stomach. The attack is fatal. Rest in peace, Creeper. Hank joins the group and reports that he got disconnected before Creeper said anything. The guys are shocked Jess was a rat, and Hank explains that they kept it to themselves because they had to be sure. Hank reveals Jess's sister that is with Terry. The Sons of Anarchy San Bernardino's VP, and that's how the SOAs stayed one step ahead of Santa Padre. Easy announces he took the deal to control the prisons, and the guy's unhappy with his decision. Bishop calls it a bullshit deal, but Easy believes it was the only way to move forward quickly. Only by having two the prisons under their control so they can defeat their enemies. Now, now, now they own Storm 88 and the Iron War, which means they can't keep the brothers, which means they could keep the brothers safe. The Mayans own the pipeline and can take over the outer California. The Mayans own the pipeline and can take over out of California. Plus, Easy plans on owning Arizona too. This deal will end the war. War. Well, the Mayans are now in charge of the prisons. Yet Creeper was just taken out. Will Santa Padre figure out something's up once they learn of this death? Angel arrives back at home to an empty house. He places Maverick on bed and sits down on the edge. Maverick sits up and scoots over next to his dad. Angel turns off the light and cuddles his young son. Letty uses some of the cover of darkness to sneak around the Broken Saints ranch. She spots a couple of guards and then peeks through through the cracks of in the wall while at the workers cooking heroin. Back at Santa Padre's clubhouse, the guys are out relaxing and hanging out, drinking when Oakland President Diaz and VP Jinx come busting through the door. They're pissed that Santa Padre broke Oakland's deal by with Charming by killing Happy. It seems no one other than Easy and Angel knew that, and and Easy asked to discuss this in private. Diaz thinks Easy blew up the only thing keeping Oakland safe, and Easy reveals that he made a deal to take over the prison pipeline. All of the prisoners' CEOs and LEO, all the prisoners' CEOs and LEOs now answer to the Mayans. So if only the club, so if other clubs want their guys to survive inside, they have to side with the Mayans over the Suns. Diaz questions whether the Grim Bastards will continue their alliance with Suns since they go way back. But Easy believes putting Isaac in char, charge soured their relationship. Oakland's president isn't happy, be they aligned with the cops and Nazis, but Easy believes this will lead to another quicker peace in the long run. Hank Hank hands over a hefty wad of cash, which helps with the disagreement. Diaz and Easy Diaz and Easy hug as the Oakland leaders head toward the door to visit Marcus. Before they can leave, Guerrero stuns his mind brothers by shooting Diaz in the back of the head as his revenge to his father's murder. Bishop, who's been moping the Bishop, who's been mopping the end of his mo- Bishop, who's been moping the end of his relationship by himself, knows knows what needs to be done and shoots Jinx. And I gotta say, wow, this was a crazy episode. It went from being very slow, filled, and boring to being really, really good and action packed and crazy. I like this episode. I would rate this episode 4.5 stars, two thumbs up, way up, a solid 8 out of 10, and and a triple B plus. Really good episode. I just want to say, now I expected Creeper to be killed because I knew Creeper was going to be killed the moment he picked up the phone. I knew he was going to be stabbed to death, but the death that I did not see coming was Adelita. I did not expect Adelita to be killed up so soon. I figured that Adelita was gonna survive the series and leave with Angel, so they could continue their romance and spend time with their son. But that totally took me by surprise. I mean, Carla Beretta did a very good job playing Adelita for 5 seasons of Mayans MC. But the reason why the actress left is because she wanted to spend time with her family. But Carla, yes, Adelita's death was totally unexpected and shocking, getting stabbed multiple times. But Creeper's death was definitely expected. Yeah, wow. I mean that, and there's 3 episodes left. There's 3 episodes left. I wonder what's gonna happen in next remaining 3 remaining episodes. I gotta say Joseph Raymond Lowero did a good job playing Creeper for all 5 seasons of Mayans MC. I wonder who the next step is going to be. I think that Isaac is going to be the next step, and I I see Angel surviving the series. Do I see Easy getting killed? I definitely see Easy getting killed in the series finale, but something tells me he's going to survive. I think the next, I think the other next step is going to be Lincoln Potter, but who's going to take? But who's going to take out Lincoln Potter now that Adelita's dead? And how is Lincoln Potter and Soledad going to react when they find out that Adelita is dead? And how is Adelita's death going to affect Angel? Because we know that Angel is not going to take it very easy. We know that Angel is probably going to be find out that Adelita was working for Lincoln Potter, and I'm guessing Angel is going to be the one who kills Lincoln Potter, or Miguel Galindo is going to help Patricia Devlin take Lincoln Potter down and bring him to prison. So, like I said, 3 episodes left. I don't know if Lincoln Potter is going to be the next episode or the following episode, but yeah, this was just crazy, just totally crazy. And thank you, Mike Norris. Shout out to Mike Norris. Thank you for watching us. This was a really good episode of Mayans MC, and there's 3 episodes left. What's gonna happen? Ben, how is Creeper's death gonna affect the club? How are they gonna exact their revenge? I mean, and how is Angel gonna react to how is Angel gonna react to Adelita's death, and how is Lincoln Pot and Soledad gonna react to Adelita's death? So I'm guessing, like I said, I'm guessing Lincoln Pot is gonna be the next episode, which is episode 8, or he's gonna be in episode 9 or 10. Anyway, thank you for watching. You stay classy, live long and prosper. Comment down in the comment section. Tell me what you thought of Adelita's death and what you thought about Creeper's death and what you expect to happen in the 3 remaining episodes. You stay classy, live long and prosper, and peace out. And I will be back here later to do my recap and review of Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 2, Episode 3, entitled Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow. So I'll see you all in a bit. Thank you for watching. Peace out.